Hi everybody, welcome back to Nerd Trash Talk, where two nerds talk trash about our favorite subject, and that is
Winter Soldier this week.
episode 3. As always, it is my partner in crime,
Ace.
and it is I, Evan. And right now, we're going to start off with episode 3.
It starts off with that cool ass, like, maybe not cool per se, the little commercial they have that, like,
Oh, the little ad?
yeah, the little ad
Yeah.
that transitions into Captain America.
Yeah.
Which we get to finally see Cap snapping. Like, new Cap, like we all thought. It's a little darker than most.
Slot darker.
Like, maybe not slight darker, or maybe not. He's a little bit more dark, all right. Like he's a military man. He's a government man.
Do you know who I am? Dude, chill, bro.
But like, we discussed this before, and this Cap doesn't know German. Like, like you don't know any more languages, guy. Multilingual,
Right?
Like, at least. And he has his boy interpret, and he spits in this man's face.
And he does not hold his cool.
Yeah, we find out this man is a savage.
He is not worthy of the shield.
I don't
my
think
friend.
he should be the guy. Like, fake Cap.
He seems very determined to catch these guys. And my theory is that he's after the super soldier serum. Like, he got his ass handed to him in the top of a truck, and he's like, never again.
I don't think we're there yet. I don't think he's at that
You don't
point
think so?
yet. Yeah, I think if he gets smacked one more time, I think there's gonna be another smacking.
Okay.
And then he's gonna be like, "Fuck, I need to go and get.
Yeah.
I need powers. I need powers."
It turns out just being a normal dude isn't okay in this universe, unless you have wings.
Unless you have wings, yeah. Well, I mean, then you have a special ability.
Yeah, it's not just.
You can't just have a shield and expect for the best.
Yeah. Listen, man. My last opinion of episode 2 was that I didn't care for it. I was looking forward to.
Oh, he's backtracking.
I am backtracking.
No.
I am. I'm taking it back. The buddy cop dialogue of this episode is top notch.
Oh,
It's
something
just-
I said.
It's so good, man.
Something
No,
I
last
said.
episode was forced, and I didn't care for it.
It wasn't forced. It
was.
It was the beginning,
But-
because it wasn't like they were around each other that much. It was like the first time they were really hanging out at that time, so it wasn't like
I'm just
a
being.
bromance. It was there,
It's
but you can
bromance now.
you can see the bromance.
It's a
is pretty much
bromance.
there.
But it's not just a bromance. It's a threesome now. Because we are introduced to
I mean, it's not a threesome yet, but we're getting there.
We're getting there. We're getting there. We're
Yeah,
putting work in.
we put a little work in.
And that is Baron Zemo. And he's actually Baron Zemo. Again, I'm going to retract. He's not just a guy. He's got wealth. He's got royalty.
Yeah.
They retcon this character. He's not just a soldier.
It's not that they're the retconning character. He didn't give out all the information.
Okay.
And yeah, that's what it was. It
Okay.
was more like they didn't give you all that. They gave you little snippets because they didn't know what I felt like they didn't know how if they're gonna go with this character and keep it. And yeah, so they gave you little snippets. That's what Marvel likes to do, is give out little snippets.
Hey, what's up with the typecast of the old Butler?
She's
I feel
dead.
like when a Butler turns 80 years old, they did this in Spider-Man. They did this in so many different characters, in so many different series where there's like a elderly Butler where I'm like, just let him retire, man. It would be so much better. You wouldn't have to remind him when dinner was due. Like,
I'm sure that dude has kids. Don't skip over the little jail scene he had.
the Ocean's 11 scene?
Yeah, the Ocean 11
How'd you feel about that?
I thought it was way too easy. I mean, honestly, I was like, bro, like this is set up way too easy.
It is.
And like, yeah, I like how they did it Ocean 11 style, like they're talking, but in the back at the same time, like they're showing the old stuff, like what was happening and going out, and then at the end of their talk, Baron Zemo's already there.
Yeah, he just shows up.
Yeah, he just shows up. Like, that was kind of cool.
I liked it because they could have seriously spent an entire episode of breaking
Well, and
down
how
Zemo.
Gail setting up and all.
Yeah,
this.
all of it. And they were like,
Yeah.
this is how we did it. Deal with it. And I like that. I was a big fan. And I liked how...
No, Marvel's definitely knowing where to put their budget at.
Yeah, they really
Yeah.
do. They know how to
We
spend it.
go to Little Girl or the Flash Smashers.
I don't care. Oh my god, we established in the last
I mean,
video, I don't
we're
care.
talking about it like, yeah. nuts. I was working out while I was doing it. Yeah, and I was like, wow, I'm gonna do a few more push-ups.
Yeah. So you learn that somebody's dying of tuberculosis.
Yeah, that's cool, whatever. Like, yeah, they have
motivation. You're still trying to make me care about the Flag Smashers, and I don't care. Do you?
No, well, I hope at the end it pays off.
I do too.
That's all I care about at this point. I'm not invested in you, your storyline. Just nothing for like anything for me. I don't need to know you. No. Like I need to know what's going on with Fat Cat and Sam and them. Like Mandivore.
Mandivore. They keep teasing the X-Men.
I mean, they're not like it. All right, Mandivore is a big hot spot for the X-Men, but it's not like the only place like they go.
It's the Moise Eisley of it's the.
Like, that's like them saying like we're going to upstate New York. Like if they said that, then
no, I get it. Yeah. Mandivore's just it's the hot spot.
No, it's a hot spot for like it's really more like people think for Wolverine because that was like a place where he was for quite a while.
Good old Patch. Good old Patch.
And that's why I feel like people are like hunking down, like they're gonna see something. Honestly, I was looking at that bar scene, and I was looking for an X-Men or like some mutant, like somebody with some weird hair, and there's like something, and I'm like, I gotta go look him up.
And there's nothing.
There's nothing.
And we talked about this before the show, where it's the same thing as Iron Man 2, where they were like they showed Wakanda on a map, but it was a good like 8 years before we even got
so we'll see mutants in like 10 years.
In 5 to 10 years, there might be a
5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
Zemo commanded this man.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, they had to go in full on like gangsters, like underground people into this scenario. So Sam was what
Snake skins.
Some dude that looks just like Sam. Like
it's a comic book character, but it's very. It looks very. So they go undercover with him. Baron Zemo is Baron Zemo, and Bucky is the Winter Soldier.
The Winter Soldier, the Savage.
The Savage, where he's silent but deadly.
And mind you, like he is still messed up in the head from all the Winter Soldier stuff.
Yeah, he's still dealing with it.
He's dealing with all that trauma right now.
Yeah.
So going into this, like he had to like nut up or shut up. Honestly, I love this scene even more because one, he sends out the Winter Soldier, and at the same time, Zemo just backs away, and like we know that he's a soldier and like he has fighting capabilities.
He's a tactician.
And he's also a tactician, and he backs away and just lets this all happen. Like, he doesn't throw a punch. Like, he doesn't, like, Sam throws punches.
He does a dance move, dude. In the scene, he does a dance. He does a dance routine.
This man's getting jiggy, and I'm like, wow, you're really trying to get me to like you.
After everything, Sam turns to Bucky and goes, "Are you alright?" And what does Bucky says? That dude is not alright.
He just walks away.
Not okay.
He just walks away, bro.
But with the Selby scene brings in
honestly,
extra layers.
She doesn't seem that important.
No, that's what she says. That's why they killed her. Spoiler alert. She's dead. Professor Nigel is the key to the super soldier serum.
Right.
And then there's that scene.
Yeah. Then we have the scene where not Fake Cap.
Sam.
Falcon. Sam. He gets a phone call.
He gets a phone call.
Like mind you, bro, like you undercover. I know you done undercover work before.
Turn it on.
Like, why do you even have your home phone? Like, why do you have your real phone with you? I'm a chef and I don't even have my phone online. Like, what? Like, bro, I know you don't need to bring your phone out to work. Like, you don't need that. But
talking about
what is this cause? And they're like
blows his spot up
and like literally tells this man to blow up or to put it on speakerphone, and they start talking. And
the tension rises.
The tension rises.
It's only a minute, but man.
And she's asking about the bank. And he's over here like, I got the bank. I'm
gonna take care of him.
I'm gonna take care of him. And then he's like, what are you talking about, Sam?
Yeah.
Like, who's Sam?
Who's Sam? Kill him. And then
Sharon Carter shoots her.
Sharon Carter shoots her.
Yeah,
and
shoots Nigel. And like, yo, they just leave. Everybody peel out, and then they get to Sharon Carter and go back to her house in Uptown.
Yeah, and they
take her to a club. Yeah, they take her to a club.
They developed Sharon Carter. I was not a fan of Sharon Carter. I like the actress that played her, but they really just made her a nothing character in the previous movies. But in this movie, she's been done dirty, and she is not okay with it.
As one should be.
I wouldn't be okay with it, especially since Falcon and Bucky are walking around
she became like a super thief.
Yeah.
She became literally a super thief.
Yeah. There is brutality with Sharon Carter throwing knives at everybody and their mother.
Yeah, she was pretty savage. Like, I was like, huh.
This is Disney, right? Hair on their chest.
And I feel like they're gonna go with that more in like some of these later shows.
Imagine they're already talking about Punisher. But that's to the
Moon
speculation.
Knight. Yeah, Moon Knight, bro.
Moon Knight, dude.
Alright,
so we got the Nigel explains that he's been working on the super soldier serum. I don't know why that's so hard to say, but he's got 20. He created 20 vials, and as of right now, what we know, there's only 8 of the Flag Smashers. So there's 12 vials.
And they have all of them.
Yes. So there's 12 vials that are vials.
And then he started doing his little spiel. And then your boy finds a gun.
Zemo.
And Zemo.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you make supervillains.
Murks him.
And this man becomes a body bag.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it gets blown up with the explosions. They're on the run again.
And then Zemo comes out with his mask.
Yeah.
And shows that even though he doesn't have superpowers, he is a formidable opponent.
Blows a gas. It makes a huge explosion and just comes down, hops. Like the way he comes down too, off the
nonchalant.
It's so nonchalant. It was like, yeah, I know what I'm doing.
I know what I'm doing. I'm doing this right now.
And it fades everybody.
Yeah. Sharon Carter leaves us with a phone call and her little driver, and she goes, "We've got a problem," and she makes a phone call. I think she's working for either the Flag Smashers or.
I don't think either one.
You don't think so?
No, I don't, honestly.
What do you think?
It's
She making a phone
obvious.
call for Nick?
Like, I felt like it might be. You know what? I didn't even think about that. That one makes the most sense. Like, Nick Fury always had. He was like, we're literally working under Nick already, and she knows that he doesn't have the power to give her back into the States and stuff, but he does want to stay connected with all his little pieces. Yeah. And one of his pieces just fell onto her, so why wouldn't she call him?
That's true. That's true. Who knows? We're going to find out.
We will find out.
That's another speculation moment brought to you by Nerd Trash Talk. Sokovia.
Yeah.
Which Baron Zemo gives a little inside where he says the neighboring countries have now pillaged Sokovia. Which, I don't know about you, but we're going to go down a little speculation hole. And Sokovia should probably line up with a little country named Latveria. Would you like to explain where Latveria's ruler is?
I mean, if y'all don't know, it was definitely Dr. Doom. The man, the myth, the legend.
We've already been confirmed Fantastic Four, so...
Honestly, I think he's going to show up before them.
I would hope so.
And then we get a little cliffhanger at the end. When I saw the little balls...
I didn't know what they were.
I did.
You did?
The moment I saw them, I was like, oh... That is Wakandan tech right there.
And of course,
he just kept following.
He knows.
Yeah, he totally
White
knows.
Wolf.
And he hears it. I think he has probably an implant where there's stuff.
Okay, so is that what it was?
Yeah, and then he said he heard these throughout the whatever.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, that makes sense.
So that was the cliffhanger. That was we're bringing in, we're expanding the universe. This is Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 3.
What's your rating?
What's your rating?
Oh, mine. Let's go with one explosion.
1 explosion out of what? That's not a goddamn rating.
Yeah, no, 1 out of 10 explosions.
As in good? Like, explosions are bad, so if I only have 1 explosion,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'll
go
let
with
you
that's
decide.
good. Okay. I give it a 9 out of 10 seedy Madripoor scenes where you're like, wow, this is super seedy, and I'm waiting for some more X-Men. Where's the X-Men at? So my rating's good. What is your rating?
Because, like, alright, this is how I always feel about, like, TV shows. They always do, like, the first episode's, like, high octane. Like, the second one drips a little bit, but, like, the third and fourth, like, those middle episodes aren't really, like, this episode was really good because of the character pieces. But at the same time, as a Marvel piece, like, I expect more action type explosion type shit. I'm not saying Michael Bay, but I'm saying the 1 explosion scene they had in this.
So you give it 1 explosion. That's what it is.
What
you
it
give it
is.
1 explosion.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So now we got.
Now you understand my thoughts.
When you tune in next week, our reviews, our ratings have absolutely nothing to do with this, nor do they do any episode. So please.
This is why we're nerd trash talking.
That's why we're nerd trash talking.
Yeah,
we give our trashy opinion.
Exactly.
On nerdy
The
stuff that we like.
trashiest.
Trashy stuff. So stay tuned, because we're coming right back at you with episode 4. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Maybe something in between. Who knows? Signing off.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and all that good jazz.
Hit that bell icon. Ding.